Good afternoon. Today's Friday 26th, 12 o'clock. And a few people was asking the costs of things during my build. I have replied to them all and politely, we've saved giving the costings out for the end of the build, which is now. We're going to do a cost breakdown. That's what this video is, a cost breakdown, and at the end we'll do a walkthrough. So, the cost breakdown, what everything costs. And we did have more expenses than what I've got here, which my wife has just told me about, and I'll explain a bit more of that at the end. But yeah, the cost. Land. We bought the land. The price for the land was 1 million pesos. Now, all in all, with commissions, taxes, lawyers' fees, transfer fees off title, it came to 1.1 million. So 1.1 million for the land. That's with the transfer, all the taxes, everything. 1.1 million pesos comes to 14,000 UK pound. 18,800 US dollars. And for that, we've got, how much land did we buy, love? 384 square meters. We initially wanted 500, but we've managed to get in what we wanted to get in on 384 square meters. So that's a good sized lot for 14,000 UK pound. Now, the house. We've brought the build into two sections. The house and fence was one section. And then the cabins and the pool, that was another section. But we went with one contractor for the entire lot, for everything. So he gave us a good quote because he got all the work. So yeah, the house, just the build, we've got 3 double bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 kitchens, an inside kitchen and an outside kitchen. 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, open plan living, beautiful house. Come to 2.5 million pesos for the build. That equates to 33,000 UK pound or 43,000 US dollars. And the security wall, which is quite big, it goes all the way around the perimeter with a security gate, and it's 2 meters high. 365,000 pesos for the security wall, which comes to 4,500 pounds or 6,000 US dollars. Now, the cabins and the pool. The cabins, we got a quote for 2 cabins, 610,000 pesos, 305,000 pesos per cabin. And that equates to 7.9 thousand UK pounds. That's for 2 cabins, that's not each, it's for 2. 10,500 US dollars. Now, the pool, we got a cheap quote for the pool, and we realised it was cheap way after. And the way the contractor made it and was able to do it cheap is because when he had the backhoe here and the digger digging the foundations for the house, that's when he dug the foundations for the pool. And that is forward thinking on his behalf, because if he'd have done the house then dug the pool, there'd have been a lot of vibrations, possibly causing cracks in the house. So thinking in advance, dig the pool, then we just have to build it. So when the house was built, we just had a hole in the floor.
Oh, they dig the hole first?
Yeah, they dig the hole first, which is a lot better. And that's why he was able to give us a cheaper quote, because he did that with the foundations of the house. So, back onto the pool. 330,000 pesos for the pool. Now, today's quotations for that pool is way access 750 to 800,000. Now, 330,000 pesos into UK pounds, 4,300. Into US dollars, 5,700. That gives us a grand total. It's not a final spend, just a grand total of what things has cost. Then I'll go into all the extras, what wasn't included, and explanations why. So a grand total for the house and the build, with the pool, cabins, job lot, and the land, 4.9 million pesos. Now we have spent way above 5. Like I said, I'll explain why. So 4.9 million equates to £65,000 or 84,000 US dollars. Now these extras, yeah. Electricity. We needed half a kilometre, 500 metres of electric cable, drop wire cable.
No, we used 550.
Yeah, 550. I was just keeping it rounded, but electrical cable. Then we had to buy the electrical posts to run all that distance. And then there was the electrician to install the cable. Then we had to pay the electrical company to inspect everything and to sign it all off. And all that come to 65,000 pesos.
Yeah, because we paid the electric company almost 21,000.
21,000, yeah, just to connect it.
And we spent almost 30,000 for the drop wire.
Yeah, 30,000 pesos for drop wire.
The electrician fee is 10,000.
And I thought the electrician's fee just to fit a cable, 10,000 were high, until I'd done the walk around and saw what work were involved.
Yeah,
And there were 4 men doing that, 4. And it took them a full week to install that cable.
To get the electric, we spent almost 65,000,
Yeah.
including the electrician fee,
Yeah.
electric company fee, and the drop wire.
And then the water, there's no water in this area. The neighbours have got a deep well. Now, to have a deep well drilled, just to have one drilled, you're talking 80,000 pesos. And then on top of having it drilled, you've then got to supply a pump, a tank, plumbing. And I know for a fact tanks are 20,000 pesos. So to have a water well, your own water well, you're talking in excess of 100,000 pesos. Next to us I've got one. Theirs is an open well, and they're using a rope on a bucket on a rope to pull it up. And it's 50 feet deep. So they said we can use their well. So we've had bought the water tank, had it fitted, had a framework made to raise the tank up for pressure. All the pipe work, the welding, the painting, everything to go above that well were 50,000 pesos. Everything, 50,000 pesos. Now when you consider having a well drilled and all that, it'll come to access 100,000. So we've only spent 50. And on top of that 50 again, we've spent another 10 just on our property. We've had a pressure tank fitted, another water pump on our property to feed the pressure tank to keep our pressure high, and we've had a 4-stage filtration fitted. That's just our preference, what wasn't included in the build, what we wanted to do here on our house to keep our pressure high and keep it filtered.
So in short, we spent almost 60,000.
Almost 60,000
for the water
for
supply.
the water supply, yeah.
And then 65,000 for the electric.
And another hidden fee, because we were living in Manila, so we had to pay the contractor extra, which we didn't realise, for power of attorney, so he can act on our behalf to to get the permits for the build.
Yeah, they're the one who sold the permit.
They're the one that, and believe you me, sorting permits out's not an easy task. It takes days. You're sitting in queues all day, and that's their time. So
We paid them 75,000. That's including
the office fees for the permits and their fees for sorting it all out.
for the architect side, for the engineer side, it's all in.
Yeah, all in. And then, at the end of that, when it's all done, everything had to be inspected. So we had to have 3 inspections to get an occupancy permit.
That 75,000 is signed and sealed.
Yeah. But that's for the building permit.
Yeah.
So we've had to, now it's all done, we've had to get an occupancy permit. And we had to have the sanitary inspected, the septic tank.
But in occupancy permit, we didn't spend a lot.
No, I know.
It's only a little.
It's only a little, but I'm explaining to the viewers, it still takes time. Because we had to go one day, speak to the sanitary side. So they had to say we'll come out in next 2 or 3 days. So they come out. Then the day after he'd stamped, we had to go back and see the fire department.
You can't proceed to the other government office if you're not done to the other one. Like,
You've got 3 to
if
do.
you're not done in sanitary, you can't go.
You can't go-
proceed to fire.
Exactly.
That's
So you
why
had to do them one at a
do-
time.
Yeah.
And you had to get each one stamped. So the first one was the sanitary, was it? So
No, electric, ano,
electric inspection. Yeah, electric inspection, not first one.
electrical.
So we had to spend a day there, and then they said we'll come out and inspect in 3 days. So
They're
that's
gonna
like,
tell you go back tomorrow, and then when you go back, there's no one. The one who needs to sign the paper is not there.
it's
so
not
they-
here. It's a
they're gonna tell
nightmare.
you, go back again tomorrow. It's pissing me off.
So it does piss you off. It does.
They're
So
the same, even in sanitary. You always need to wait for the one who's gonna sign the paper.
you do.
We,
And like she
we
says-
spend almost half day to wait for their boss to sign it because he's not there.
We have to go to their office, sit in a queue, explain what we need. Then they said we'll come out in 2 to 3 days. That's like all in all 4 days. We've spent a day there. We've waited 3 days. That's 4 days. Then we've got to go back to their office to get the stamp. That's a week, and you've got this 3 times because you can't move on to the next one until you've got the first one. So we had that 3 times. First was the electric, then the sanitary, and then the fire department. And then after the fire department, you've got all 3. You've then got to go back to another department to get the full occupancy permit. So you've got to get them 3 stamps before you can get your occupancy permit. And each one took about a week. And it's not expensive, it's only about 1,000 pesos. It's not a lot, but it's time consuming and a nightmare.
If you need to
Piss you
go
off,
there
didn't it,
every
Nicole?
day, yeah.
Pissed her off.
They're gonna
But-
give you their number, and then they said they're gonna ask for your number, and they said we're gonna phone you when it's done. But it took like 3 days or 1 week.
No.
No text or call.
Yeah.
So you need to go there or to what do you call that?
To see the person.
Yeah.
It is a nightmare. Doing anything like that is a nightmare. So that's all the
Government-
added expenditure.
The thing is, the government offices is a nightmare.
They are. So all in all, without the hidden expenditure, the grand total for the build alone was 4.9 million pesos. Equates to £65,000, 84,000 US dollars. That's without all that other arsehole in the bar and all that other hidden expenditure like the electric, the water, the occupancy permit. It all adds up. It all adds up. So, that said, let's go for a walk around and I'll show you. Right, this is our double bedroom. Here's our dog. That's a queen size bed. We have managed to make this a large bedroom, fitted in wardrobes. That's a dog's bed. And then down the side, forget that, we're going to have another cupboard built there for a linen cupboard, is the ensuite. It's the ensuite in here. So yeah, that is rather a large bedroom. And we're happy with it. Loads of space in here. It's like a hotel room. Coming out the bedroom, straight in to the open plan living. Where we have our dining table. Now we could have had a breakfast bar there, more kitchen units and a breakfast bar. But that would have been just seating for 3 or 4 people. So we opted for a dining table so we can get all family around it. Because we've got hoodles of cupboard space. American style fridge freezer. And the cupboard was built all in line to match the doors. Built-in microwave, nice corner units, built-in extractor hood above the hob. Plenty of space there. That's our inside kitchen. Our living area, open plan. We haven't quite got a TV yet. That's the next thing on the agenda. Grace, can you do the door for me, please, love?
What door?
That magic door. And this is our secret door. Open that to go through to the other bedrooms. I'll only show you one bedroom. We have got 2. I'll show you this one. No need to go into 2. And these bedrooms can be rented out because they have their own entrance here, their own patio doors. So these are rentable rooms. And the reason we've done the secret door, I'll explain that in a minute. This is the ensuite for there. It's a nice wet room. And that's the reason we've done this secret door. If family are here, this can stay open. If we're renting out to strangers and guests, we can lock that. And we can hide it with that. Lock it and hide it. Because if it's just paying guests, they haven't got access to this part of the house, it's private. Now, the dirty kitchen, as they are called in the Philippines, that's locked. This is our outside dirty kitchen. We've got loads of cupboard space there and cooking. Our washing machine is at the end. And this is an ongoing project for us because we're going to skim coat that, smooth this off better and tile it. And this is all caged in, so we've got a nice big cage here for the dogs and cats. And at a later date, sometime next year, we're going to get solar on that wall, so we'll have inverters and batteries, so that cage also protects them from theft. However, please do me a favour. There's 80% of my viewers who are viewing my videos who are not subscribers. Hit that subscribe button, please. Also, hit the bell icon and that'll give you notifications for upcoming videos. That will help our channel immensely. Thank you for watching. Right, this is the outside. Not painted that wall because it is my wall, but somebody else is going to build there. My dog's just chased a chicken out of the garden. Our nice security gate. And don't forget, we're still having my work. That's why this is our drive. And for the time being, it's just used for storage. But this is the house, the path and the pool. You'll see what work we're still doing, and this is my work, not the contractors. Outside of the house, you've just seen all the inside. The pool needs netting. We've got a net up there. I've chlorinated that this morning. And this is the work I'm doing. That's why you see all the sacks. Soiling all this. This is for me to do, and then I'm grassing it so it all matches that. But this is the outside of them 2 bedrooms. So they've got their own access. And this is the cabins. 2 cabins. So, let's have a look in these cabins. Not quite done. I've got to titivate. I've still got my work to do. As you can see, I'm painting these. So in here, we have a 2-seater sofa bed. That pulls out, drops into a bed. A standard double bed, right underneath the aircon. We kept the same wall art in every room. And in these bathrooms, exactly the same. Same layout. Loads of space in these cabins. And this one will have that view. Obviously it's going to be better because I'm going to grass all this. So, thanks for watching. What I'm now about to do is throw in just a few photographs just to show you what it looks like at night. Take care and see you in the next video. Okay, that's it for this week. And stay tuned for next week's. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more to see. And thank you for watching.